Hello everybody, happy Monday. This is Tina. I am the Painted Witch. I was playing in my studio today and I thought, why don't I bring you in here with me? So here we are. I started this one over the weekend. It's just on watercolor paper. I actually had to paint over what originally was I was doing. And I just literally started smearing all the colors up. So this morning I came in and I did a sketch of a figure, and now I'm just kind of working with what's there and how it looked when I started smearing the paint around over the weekend. And so I'm kind of just working with some blacks right now and making the colors in the background pop that way and working with what's there. And so I just started edging some of the black around the edges. And now I'm just kind of play very loosely with this moon that I did. And just I want to fill it in somewhat. And then I'm just using a baby wipe to kind of remove. So I'm adding and subtracting. And then I might take a little bit and then tone it down. So I just pulled back some of that black around where the white is, just to make some of the color come through without it too much. I also added some stenciling. Let me just stand up and make sure I'm still in frame. I am. Okay, all is good. I know my last video, I didn't realize until afterwards that I was in frame, but I have since then rearranged. So everything is so much better. Not still happy with the lighting. I brought up a better lamp in here, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's very snowy out. It's been snowing all weekend, so it doesn't have that much sunlight. Natural lighting is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so just I'm going to revisit some of these lines here that I did. I'm keeping the pencil very like loose, so I don't have too much control. So I'm holding it at the end, and I'm just going to revisit some of the lines. And I like to kind of like go out a bit just because it's just the way I am. Don't want straight lines. Okay. And then let me just see here. Okay. So I'm liking how this is going so far. I just actually want to turn this around a bit. And I want to kind of work here and then get my little makeup sponge and just sponge that out. Okay. Yeah, I like how that's going. Add some here. That looks good. That looks good. So the black paint I'm using, I'm just trying to, first I started using this one, and it's acrylic fluid by Liquitex, and started working with that because it's fluid and it's not so thick and heavy going on. But then for the areas that I needed a little bit more body to it coming from the black, I just used plain black acrylic. But I'm using it with a water brush, and I'm kind of watering it down, and then having a wet baby wipe helps because it tones it down where it may have gone on a little bit more thicker in areas than I wanted it to. So it just tapping it gently pulls back some of that density of the black. Now I have this lovely, I actually just found this in my room. I completely forgot I had it, and you know, I lost it, or I thought I lost it, but I forgot I even had it. And yeah, I'm going to use this, my lovely little splatter tool. So I'm just going to tap it into this paint I have here on my tray. And then without getting it all over my clothes, see if I can, that's good. I like that. Okay. That's good. I love it. It's very fine and misty kind of splatter. So that works for me. I'm happy with that. Okay. I feel like it needs something else. So like pops of color. I mean, there's obviously color on it, but I want something pop. So I'm going to use this fluorescent pink by Golden. It's a high flow. So I'm going to just actually, oh, should I just splatter it and let it do its thing? Ooh. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Should I just intentionally add it here and there? Or do I just splatter it over it and let it land where it may? You know what? I'm going to go with letting it land where it may. So actually I can see the top is clogged. So I am going to just unclog it a bit here just to make sure. Okay. So, so be careful because it is fluid and I don't want gobs, but I'm going to just, and that's what I'm talking about, people. You know what? I'm going to leave it. Maybe if I lessen how much. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to close this up. Why won't you close? Am I turning it the right way? It won't close for me now. Oh, there we go. Okay, and I'm just going to like daub that on there. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. I'm going to leave that. I mean, I could get, but I don't want to drag it. I could get a sharp tool and just drag it, but I don't want to because it's going to do even more. And I think that's going to make it worse. So, you know what? That's fine. I like it. And it'll dry. There's little bubbles in it. I'm going to get those out. 2. Little bubbles. I'm going to use this and add one here. Ooh, I can just take some of this and manipulate it by adding. This is actually a tool for clay sculpting. I use what I have. All right, so that's good. Just one there. Okay, that's it. Less is more, right? Okay, so because I've done that, it's kind of limiting me to doing too much more. Or at least I have to work around that. Okay, what do I want to do? I love this blue and red here like that. I'm going to get my finger cover here, and I want to just take a little bit of my blue and just adding little bits here and there. if you ever have just only done art and playing around in your art journals and the canvas intimidates you, I highly recommend, especially if you do like work with acrylics or just general mixed media, I highly recommend getting some watercolor paper and playing around on that as your first step into transitioning from art journal to watercolor paper to canvas. If the canvas intimidates you and you don't want to dive right into that right away, that's what I would recommend. I actually started off that way, but I didn't use watercolor paper. I just used cheap, inexpensive sketch paper and went from there. And actually, what I did when I first started out a long time ago was I was doing it on sketch paper, just inexpensive dollar store sketch paper, and I would like what I did on the sketch paper, and I would glue it on the canvas. I would glue it on the canvas because it's like, oh, this is so good. I don't want to have to do this all over again. So yeah, that's what I did. And I think I may still have some of that. I don't know. But yeah, when I look back, it's like, oh my gosh. But that's okay. You know what? And then I eventually just got some canvas from the dollar store and thought, you know what? It's inexpensive. Let me just see what happens and I'll play around with it. And I did. Now, if you've never used watercolor paper before and you want to use it for like mixed media, I'm not a watercolor expert. I play with watercolor. I use it, but I am by no means an expert when it comes to watercolor. I just let the watercolor do whatever it wants to do when I do use it. But one thing to keep in mind is with regards to the watercolor paper, and again, I'm not an expert on paper or anything, but you will notice that there is a difference between, excuse me, cold pressed and hot pressed watercolor paper. And the difference is that cold pressed means that, and I apologize if this is like somebody who's an expert with paper and watercolor paper, they're cringing at my definition or explanation of this, but I'm simplifying it to the barest minimum of my limited understanding of it. But basically, cold press means that there will be texture on the paper. So I don't have one with me here to show you, and I don't want to flip this one over, but it's just got some slight texture to it. Okay, so because they used the rollers they used on were not hot, they were like cold or whatever, so it left the paper textured. If you're one that likes a really smooth surface, then you would get hot pressed watercolor paper because it will be very smooth. I like texture on my paper. So, I mean, we're not talking massive texture. It's just slight texture. So I like that. So I always use cold pressed watercolor paper. And I do mixed media and it holds up really well. And if you find that because you're adding so much and you're adding water, and I do add water when I spritz and spray and everything like that, that it may kind of start to, wave up a bit and everything like that, that's not a big deal. When it's dried, put it on your ironing board, flipped over, face down is what I would do. So the back side is facing up. Put a towel or something over it and just iron it out, just to smooth it out. That's all I would do. But I'm really loving how this turned out. I got to do the lines more, like better. But I really love how this has turned out. Oh, this is so good. So good. Okay. This moon, see what I can do here. But yeah, I would definitely give it a try if you've never tried it. Now, you can get watercolor paper at the dollar store. I mean, there's different price points for watercolor paper. But if you're just starting out, go to the dollar store, Walmart, Amazon, like, yeah, those are places that you can get inexpensive watercolor paper. Comes in a pad, and yeah, you can get 30 sheets or something for like between $10 and $15, depending on where you get it. That obviously the dollar store would be less, but I don't know how many sheets come in that. So oh, okay. I also started another one. I will show you, hold on. So this was the other, actually, here. See, actually, now that I think of it, here, I don't know if this will show up, but it's got, see, it's slightly textured. So it's nothing major, but there's just slight texture. It's not completely smooth like you expect on, like when you have like regular printer paper where it's very smooth surface. So, but yeah, I started this one doing a face. But yeah, gonna be working on that one this week as well. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, you know what it needs? It needs some white splatters. And the lines, and that's what I was doing. I got sidetracked. I am going to use this marker, art marker, whatever. I have to see here what. Okay, that side is good. Okay, loose, 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 loose. This is just one of the things I'm doing. Okay. Very loose. It's like, I think, as long as I keep saying the word loose, it's loose. Or it's like a reminder for myself, keep it loose, keep it loose. Okay, splatters. Oh, I have stretching here. Okay, I have snowcap white and I have gold. Ooh, gold would be nice too. I don't want too much white. So I love these things. Are these Ranger? I don't remember. Shoot. I'm bad with remembering things. I think so. Jim Holtz. Yeah, Jim Holtz. Okay. And it is Ranger. I see it too. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I love these things, but the caps for me are such a pain to get off. You have to press down, and then, that one time it came off nice. Okay. All right, here we go. This is going to be, and I don't want it to mix with the pink. Okay, that's it. Just some light splatter. And then I want to bring in the gold. So we're going to do that as well. Oh, this one's being a pain. Oh, is there a trick I don't know about with these things? And if anyone knows what that is, please share. Oh, okay. I want some gold there. And there we go. Perfecto. Okay. So I've got that. And to me, this figure, it needs to be outlined more. And I don't know what to outline her in. I have white, yellow, green, pink. What do I want to outline it in? I don't want to do, to me it just needs, I wish, oh, you know what? Let's try yellow. Start with a little bit of that and then see what happens. Let me just see if it's clogged up. No, it's not. Okay. I don't want solid lines, so I'm going to probably add and then subtract. Or just run it loosely and skip it along. Okay. Oh, now it's clogged. Oh, come on now. Why did it do that? Let's see if I can get it. Okay, this is my pet peeve with these things. Where's that white one I have? It has a thing. I like these ones better. I think they're called Fine Line. Okay. Yes, that did it. Okay, so going back. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to just pull back some of it here. Because I don't want it to be too solid of a line, but I just wanted it to bring it out a bit. I think that's good. Should I just do white? Maybe I'll bring a little bit of white and see, and if I don't like it, it can go away. Okay, so let's try jaw, the neck here. How's that look? Does that look okay? I'm gonna let that dry, and then anywhere that I think it's too whatever, I'll tone it down with a little bit of black on the sponge so it's subtle. Okay, so I am happy with that. I should probably end this video. It's probably really long. Yeah, 23 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I think I'm really happy about that. I feel like I need to do more to the moon. So I don't know what to do with that yet. So I'm going to leave that sit with it for a bit. And then I'll see what I want to do there with that moon. But I do feel it needs to be something more to it. I just don't know quite what. But everything else I'm really happy about. I really like it. I'm wondering if I should add more here. Let me see here. Add some. Okay, and then soften up those edges a bit. There we go. Does that look okay? Pull back a bit. Okay, there. All right. Ooh, here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That good. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. But yeah, definitely going to be doing something more to that, but I need to sit with it for a bit and see what comes to me for that. Otherwise, that is it. I hope this inspired you to start off the week being creative, trying something new, especially if you're always in the art journal, you know, and you want to venture out, but you want it to be baby steps, and you're thinking about doing canvas, but it's intimidating. Try watercolor paper and see how you feel about it. And then from there, you can move to the canvas, or do what I did and glue it onto the canvas. No, I don't recommend doing that. It looks like crap. It really does. Oh, God. But anyway, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Take care.